At the bottom of page 4, I would suggest that you consider some operational materials as some key elements. Get you some financial and bookkeeping guides if you don't already have them or have an accountant or so forth. Get you a copy of Robert's Rules of Order so that you can be sure that your church meetings and so forth are being conducted in an orderly fashion. Top of page 2, organized records. Keep your bank statements. Keep your minutes. Be sure that you keep up with property titles and deeds, church contracts and warranties. Keep up with those. Update your trustees list. And how many of you are from states other than West Virginia? Several of you, indeed. And I'm not sure of different states and what the rules are, but they're probably similar to West Virginia, where you should file at the courthouse a listing of your trustees. And there are lots of legal reasons for doing so. I won't try to go into those now. Keep up with your insurance documents. You don't know when the fire is going to happen. And review those documents. We just reviewed ours at our church because I was concerned that we were way underinsured, and of course we were. And so that needs to be updated. Your insurance policies for your vehicles. If you're carrying minimum insurance policies for your church vehicle, that is terrible. Upgrade that. See if you can get $1 million. I'm not sure what's so forth there. And I'm telling you because I'm a personal injury attorney. And you want to be sure to insulate your church from trouble. Now also, check in your church's liability policy and make sure that you have good coverage for people who are using their own cars. Let's say you have a church picnic somewhere and people are transporting people in their own vehicles. Somebody has a wreck and they didn't tell you that they don't have insurance. Well, guess who the eyes are going to look to? The church. That's right. So make sure, spend those extra few dollars and make sure that your liability is taken care of there. Keep up with your 501c3 application if you have one. You don't have to have one. It depends upon, if you're a church and you've got auxiliary type of things, yeah, you probably do have that, and that's good. But keep up with the application and so forth because you're going to need to make sure that you're operating consistently with that so that you don't lose it. Keep up with your tax documents. And then finally, just a quick word about church constitutions. Sometimes I have a lot of questions on, should a church have a constitution? Some churches do, and some don't. Let me just share this with you. Jump down to page 3. Here are just some thoughts that came to my mind for you to consider, if you don't have a constitution, for you to consider whether or not you need to get one fairly urgently. First of all, is your church still in the formative stages? The more of these that you answer yes, then in my opinion, the more important it is to have a church constitution. Are there significant, inconsistent operational policies and or practices? Is any one person afforded extensive latitude in making church financial decisions? Does the pastor control the day-to-day operations and administration of the church while also receiving a fixed percentage of proceeds for his or her salary, or by receiving any amounts that represents a significant percentage of the overall church proceeds? Are there frequent disputes regarding decision-making authority? Does your church operate auxiliary enterprises? Does your church receive significant funds from non-members? The more of these questions that you answer yes to, the more I'd recommend doing a church constitution. Yes, sir.